So if you're thinking about making a move down to the Sunshine State and you quite haven't figured out what city's right for you, then this video is probably for you. Now you have to understand, Florida's like a box of chocolates.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
Each city has its own flavor and you are going to have to find one that actually suits your taste. My native Floridians, they're gonna say the state is kind of upside down. Like northern feels more southern and southern feels more northern. Now take Miami for example. It's like New York City decided to come down here and do a tropical vacation and never leave. And then you have Tampa and Orlando, it's right in the middle. And then of course you have Jacksonville, which is practically just waving at Georgia's border. Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna break down the 4 main cities you might consider. Now, Jacksonville, it's massive, a lot of land, relaxed vibes, 22 miles of beach, rivers, and parks. Then of course, Orlando, whole different vibe. We're talking about theme parks, family, rich atmosphere, and then endless activities to do. Then there's Tampa, right by the coast, right? You're gonna have the waterfront living, which is a short distance from Clearwater and St. Pete beaches. Then of course, there's Miami, because it's Miami. Welcome to Miami. Now, I'll admit, I'm a little biased because Jacksonville is where I lay my head, but I promise you, I'm going to give you an honest breakdown of the 4 cities and to help you make the best decision for your family. Now, each city has its own unique vibes, like lifestyle, opportunities, and by the end of this video, you'll find out which one you like and have a much clearer idea of what best fits your family. This is exactly why so many people reach out to us so we can help them find the perfect home. And in fact, we've helped buyers in Orlando and Tampa, not just in Jacksonville. And if you're thinking about making a move, do me a favor, give us a call. We'd love to help you find your dream home. All my contact information will be listed down in the comments. And guess what? I'm gonna put it somewhere in here. All right, so let's talk about the housing market, right? In these 4 cities. Now, I know it's a big factor, but matter of fact, it's a big factor for all of you guys. So we're gonna jump right into it. So let's start with Miami. Now, we already know you're going to have to kick out some money if you're moving to Miami. The median home price there is about $574,000, and that's if you're lucky. Now, Miami's market is driven by status of this major international city with a demand from everything from luxury condos down to single family homes. Now, whether you're looking for a beachfront property or whether you're looking for something more residential, you'll find options, but you have to be prepared to pay a premium price for South Florida lifestyle. Now, let's get to Orlando. A little bit more affordable. Median house price is going to be around $400,000. Of course, this one is fueled tourism, right? Guy with the big ears, Disney. That's what's fueling that economy. And if you're looking for family-friendly communities with top-rated schools, Orlando is worth the investment. But just budget in those annual Disney passes, because those kids, they're gonna make you go there at least every other weekend. But Tampa, now this falls somewhere in the middle. We're talking about $428,000 as a median house price. The market is hot, especially when we're looking at South Tampa and Hyde Park right now. And if you're looking for a mix of historic charm, modern luxury, Tampa has a little bit of everything. And then of course there's Jacksonville, where I choose to lay my head. The most affordable major city in Florida. Now the median house price right now is about $318,000. So if you're looking for historic homes, we have Riverside and Avondale. If you're looking for something more modern, we have E-Town, we have Seven Pines, and of course you can go up north to go to Wildlight. It's a great market for first-time home buyers and people looking to stretch their budget a little bit. So if affordability is your top priority, Duval clearly wins. But if you're willing to pay a little bit more to be closer proximity to theme parks like a waterfront lifestyle or an international environment like Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and Miami are very strong contenders. And if it really comes down to what fits your budget and what fits your lifestyle. Next up, let's talk about the vibe and the culture of each of these cities, because that's definitely going to set them apart. Starting with Orlando. Now, this is definitely a lively, family-focused, packed with entertainment all the time. And I'm sure it's famous for Disney World and Universal Studios. But what most people don't realize is becoming a tech hub with a very strong job market. The food here is fantastic. I mean, chef's kiss. Wow. We're talking about international food from all around the world. So if you're looking for something, you're going to find it. Now we're looking for sport, Orlando Magic. Well, I haven't really liked Orlando Magic since Shaq used to play for them, but that's neither here or there. There is something happening all the time. And we're talking about festivals, F1 racing, and this city really never slows down. Now, let's talk talk over Tampa. Now, this city energetic as well, but in a different way than you'll find in Orlando. When I think about Tampa, I'm always thinking about waterfront. I'm thinking about Ybor City. I'm thinking about bougie activities to do. It has a rich history, especially in Ybor City, right? So you're talking about food scene that's really hard to beat. But if we're looking at sports are a big deal here as well. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We have Tampa Bay Lightning. And then you have Tampa Bay Rays, all calling Tampa home. Tampa's a mix of excitement and relaxation, and it's kind of hard to resist. Now we're looking at Miami. No one's going to Miami to try to relax. Let me just put that out there. You're going down there to act up. Now, this city is about food, it's about entertainment, it's about sports, and of course, there's the beautiful beaches. Miami is a sports hub as well, with iconic teams like the Dolphins and of course the Miami Heat, with sunny weather, waterfront views, perfect beaches, golf. I mean, you've been down there, you've seen the videos, and it's pretty much like what you see on movies. But then there's finally Duval, Jacksonville. Now, I want to talk about how relaxed it is, because it is. I want to talk about how much Southern charm we have, because we do. But we actually have a thriving art scene, and I'm talking about the seafood is incredible. We are known for our shrimp. Shout out to Safe Harbor Seafoods. If you're going to get seafood, go down there and get you some seafood, and I promise you, you'll taste the difference when it's coming directly out the water. If you have to live in a city with football teams, we have the Jaguars, and we actually have a brand new coach. Please pray for us, because it's been hard down here in Duval streets trying to root for our team. This city is also known to be friendly family, and it has a lot of school districts. So I always tell people, pick where you want your children to go, because we have so many alternative schools that you can take them to learn the crafts that they want. We're family friendly, we're relaxed, and each side of town actually feels like a different city. You have to check it out. And it's the perfect location for like day trips and weekend trips. So if you want to go down to Orlando, 2 hours. If you want to go to Tampa, 3 hours. If you want to go to Miami, 5 hours. So you kind of get the mix of all of the cities just by staying here, or you can at least get to them in a very short period of time. Now, let's get into this traffic and infrastructure, because let's be honest, nobody wants to sit in a car for hours bumper to bumper, and I don't care how good your playlist is. Jacksonville, now it's large, it's spread out, so of course we're going to have a couple of traffic issues, and it's generally around that time where rush hour happens, but it's pretty much free flowing any other time. But the city is investing in infrastructure real heavy and making some improvements, and you can also take some alternative route. But Orlando, on the other hand, it could be a headache. Now, when it comes to traffic, I hate it. That's it, right? You have traffic on highways, you have traffic by the theme parks, downtown areas, and of course, I-4. I literally drove down there a couple of weeks ago, and it took me 4 hours on a 2.5 hour trip. The city is working on expanding its public transportation, but for now, you have to plan your routes carefully and avoid the worst of it. And maybe you want to pull out a better playlist, which is longer. Traffic in Tampa, it's a little bit more manageable now, and it's definitely getting busier as more people are actually moving down to the area. The city is just like Jacksonville or Orlando, and it's making efforts to improve the roads, public transportation, and there's hope that there'll be smoother commutes down there, but it can be a headache at times. Now, Miami, didn't I say New York came down to Florida for a tropical vacation and never left? Now, these can get busy, especially when we're looking at the beach route and a constant flow of tourism. Now, you'll have to embrace the congestion, right? In the peak hours, it gets completely cluttered. But the good news is they're growing public transportation as well, just like Jacksonville, the Montreal, the Bright Line, and the city is constantly working on its infrastructure upgrades. And I wish they hurry up, but it all comes back down to who has the best playlist, because you're going to wait down there as well. So if we're looking at traffic, I'm thinking Jacksonville is probably the best contender as of right now. Let's get into this weather. Okay, so this year's kind of atypical. It snowed in Florida, guys. It snowed. But you have to understand there's going to be different type of weather depending on where you're at in Florida. Let's start with Miami, right? You're going to have wet air, right? It's going to be thick, it's going to be aggressive, and this is going to be right in your face when you step out that door. Basically, it's summer all year long with a slight breeze in December. It reminds you that technically there are some seasons that exist. And let's not forget the hurricanes. Miami treats it much like a sport, right? People are drinking their cafetitos while tying down their palm trees like it's just another Tuesday. Now, let's slide up to Jacksonville, our stomping ground. Now, Jacksonville weather, it's like that friend that really can't ever make up their mind. 1 minute, it's 80 degrees. The next, you're wondering if you should be wearing a jacket. That's the colder month. In February, we have some seasonal varieties, but you're going to want a hoodie because you never know what's going to do. When it comes to hurricanes, we dodge those. Thank you, geography. But we do get those surprise summer thunderstorms, but actually they cool us down. So we actually look forward to those thunderstorms. Now we're looking at Tampa. Tampa is basically Miami's chill cousin, and it's still hot, it's still humid, but with fewer hurricanes trying to blow their house away. Now the Gulf breeze helps with the thunderstorms that roll in like clockwise down there every afternoon. Tampa folks kind of accept it, and it's like, yo, it's 3 o'clock, it's raining, 20 minutes, and it's gone. And then it's back to the beach. Consistency, we love to see it. Finally, Orlando, home of Mickey Mouse. Some of the most deceiving weather ever. It'll be sunny in the morning. By lunchtime, you're swimming in a monsoon in a parking lot at Disney World. Then poof, sun shines out again, right? Now, this is Florida. It's also the only place you can get 90 degrees and somehow still feel hotter than the sun. Something about Central Florida, I just don't like it, right? Like, it's sticky all the time. That's not the heat for me. So what's your verdict? Like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer that tropical, spicy Miami, or the little variety that we actually have here in Jacksonville? Or do you love the consistency and lightning of Tampa? And if you enjoy the daily weather plot twist, Orlando is the place for you. Either way, welcome to Florida, right? You're gonna get the sunshine. Make sure you have your sunscreen. Make sure you stay hydrated and embrace the humidity because it's a part of our lifestyle. So finally, let's talk about the job market and the economy, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to make a living. Now, Jacksonville has a diverse economy with strong sectors in finance, healthcare, and I think logistics, right? Last year, we were ranked number 2 in the fastest growing job market. This city is home to several military bases, which provides stable jobs for many of the residents. Now, Orlando's economy, booming as well, but it's based off of tourism, tech, and healthcare. The city is a major hub for tech companies, and the tourism industry, thanks to Disney, Universal, and the attraction, provides plenty of job opportunities. Tampa's economy, equally diverse, so we have strong sectors, kind of like Jacksonville, in finance, healthcare, tech. This city is a major hub for the military and defense contractors as well, making it an option for those in that industry. Now, let's talk about Miami, the city that is an economic powerhouse, known for international trade, finance, tourism. Miami is a gateway to Latin America and a hot spot for startups and tech innovation. Now this city is booming in the real estate market, the luxury hospitality industry, and growing tech scene, offering a wide range of opportunities. Plus, with its status as a cultural and entertainment system, creative industries thrive down in Miami. So no matter what city you're in, Florida job market is diverse, dynamic, and it's growing. It's our lifestyle, right? Like, I love the fact that over the years we've seen so much growth, not just here in Jacksonville, but all over Florida. So this is a place that you will be able to find the industry that you're looking for. So if you're moving from somewhere that doesn't have many jobs, if you're losing from the expensive north, you'll find a job. If you can't find a job, you weren't putting in applications. But that's it, guys, right? Like, I always want to give you a view of everything that's going on inside of Jacksonville. And I try to be unbiased as possible. The reality is I love this place, right? And I go to Tampa, I go to Orlando, I go to Miami, not so much anymore. I can't do all the partying, but it gives you enough information so you can kind of see the difference between the cities, and then you can understand where you want to be. And I always put my number. It's in here, or it's in here somewhere, right? Our team would love to serve you guys. We would love to find that perfect home for you in the city that you choose. So I'm gonna put 2 more videos right here for you guys to check out about what's going on in Duval. And I say it in every video. Until next time, be great, choose excellence. Let everything you do.